I actually had a few people bring up to me uploading videos, like if I was going to upload anymore, and it kind of blows my mind because I can't stand listening to myself talk on camera. I just can't stand looking at myself in videos. But that was kind of cool, so I figured I would share story time. So I'm in New York right now, and my boat broke down. I'm currently sailing around the world right now. But it's funny because we just started the journey a few days ago and we were so nervous everything was going to go wrong. Everything went beautifully. And then, because I'm a new sailor, I had to take my mast down, de-step my mast, everything else. So I am like petrified. I'm nervous. I can't sleep for like 2 days straight, afraid something's going to screw up or I'm going to wreck the boat. And everything goes beautifully. And we're all like, heck yeah, we're getting ready to go. We're on this adventure. And then, if you know anything about locks and sailboats, we go into the very first lock. I mean, we've only been on the sea for 1 day, and that's it. We go into the very first lock, and the boat just completely dies. We can't steer. The amazingly wonderful lock masters here in Oswego, New York, had to like walk my boat into the lock. I'm covered in bird dew because it's pouring outside. The geese crap everywhere along the locks. I shove my finger in fresh bird dew and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I'm so upset. Like, all I could do is laugh because the one thing I didn't think about was that the motor would go down because, like, everything, like, the motor was checked, everything was good, or so we thought. And then we got gas from this marina, and within 5 minutes of getting gas, the boat just shuts off. And I'm like laughing hysterically because I'm like, you have to be kidding me. Everything has went swimmingly up to everything I was worried about, basically, has went wonderful. The one thing I was not worried about at all was the boat going down because everything had been checked, everything had been serviced, boat was running beautifully. Go and get gas. 2 minutes later, before I go into my first lock, the boat just completely shuts off. And I'm like, it's wet, I'm cold, I'm covered in bird dew. The walls on the side of the lock are extremely algified and slimy. So I got slime all down my arms. I stink. I haven't had a fresh shower in like 2 days. And the boat just shuts off and just coasts right into the lock. I'm like literally just sitting there laughing hysterically. Like, what do you even do at this point? Like, life has been just a roller coaster. And right when I think everything's going swimmingly, my boat just done. You're dead. So I've been in this town for like 2 or 3 days now, inside the canal system, thank God, which was actually the best place on this entire trip. I could have broke down because it was either at my starting point or actually breaking down in the Atlantic Ocean. Like, the very first day we went out, we're on 20 wind speed, which, one, you really don't want to do that at all. Like, typically if your wind is between 12 and 15 true wind, you don't even want to be, like, you might want to debate not being on the sea, especially if you're not experienced. But when you're like 20 winds and it's storming out and you're literally getting, like, I was getting hit with 5-foot waves as I'm trying to drive. My boat is being tossed. I'm afraid I'm going to flip over. Made it all the way here. 8 hours of just like going across Lake Ontario and thinking oh my gosh, this is going to be it. I'm going to die out here. My boat's going to flip over and I'm going to die. Make it here. Like I said, everything went beautifully. Demasted, beautifully. Taking the mast down, beautifully. Everything went swimming. Haven't wrecked my boat, haven't crashed my boat, haven't hit my boat against the wall, nothing. 5 minutes later, boom, done. And the boat just goes down and I'm just like hysterical about it. Like, what do you do? What do you do? You can either sit there and like let life defeat you or just have a good time. And 5 years from now, I'm gonna be laughing my freaking face off about this. Like, do you remember that one time we were trapped in this state and blah, 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 blah? Like, it just ended up being kind of surreal. And now I'm talking about it on video. My boat is up and running, by the way. I will be leaving this part of New York tomorrow. I'm in a very cute old style port city. It's called Oswego, and there's my boat. It is demasted right now and is kind of a whole mess. Like, it was beautifully clean and everything, and then once the demasting process started, everything just kind of went to chaos. But yeah, it ended up being a really good time. I found a bunch of cute little restaurants here. If you ever come to Oswego, New York, you definitely want to check out the Man on the Moon candy place. Everything closes at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon though. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, latest thing stays open at 9 o'clock, so there's no nightlife. They don't hand out bags here. Like, you basically have to like lick the floor if you want a bag. It is very frustrating, but yeah, so I thought I would share a little bit. They do have, like, because like I said, I'm in the canal right now, but like, if you can see, let me zoom in, on the other side of the canal, this whole wall right here is like all just amazing, exceptional hand-painted artwork all the way down. They do have a very nice outside system here. You can like walk and trails, and it's just, I mean, you can't really see a bunch of the city from where I'm at. There's not a lot going on though. It is very tiny, but for now, I thought I would share my story. Thought I would just kind of share where I'm at, and yeah, thought I would share that adventure with you. Have a good day, guys.